Hi and welcome back to my channel. So this one I'm coming back in with the little book of golden oldies, and I've picked He Shoots, He Snores. So I've kept one sheet whole and I have die cut the other two out using the Hunkydory straight edged nesting dies rectangles, and I have made my first ever stepper card. It did go a little bit wrong, so I had a few attempts at this. So this is a 7 by 14 cardstock. So then it's scored, so it's cut from the 1 up to the 8 on both sides, and it's scored at 1 and 2 just on the edges, and then it's scored at 7 in the middle bit and then 8 there, but I wasn't meant to go all the way across, but I did, so it's meant to go 8 and 8 there. So then when you fold the fronts up, it's not perfect, but it's my first ever stepper card that I've designed and made. So that's how it goes when it's made up into the stepper, although that bit there shouldn't be there, and that was my mistake. It was only supposed to be scored on this one. So you score at, just to recap, you score at 1, 2, and then you score at the 8 mark here and there, but not all the way across like I did, and then you score there at 7 as far as I could see, so that you get the step like that. So for me to be able to do the stepper card, I've had to go back and watch Sybil Jane concoctions on how you do a stepper card. She does hers on a 6 by 12, which I did do following her tutorial and or following her card making tip, the card that she did on one of her videos just a little while ago. And she does, as I say, a 6 by 12. It's scored at 1 and 2, then it's scored at the 6 to give that fold there, and then it's scored at 7 there. So if you're doing it on a bigger scale like me, obviously the score marks for this fold should be there, and then the score for this bit should be just in the middle like that. So I made the mistake going across, but it's still workable and it still folds up as a step up. And if you wanted to, you could actually do these steps, so you could do them a bit bigger, so you could do it at, say, the 2 and then the 4 if you wanted to, maybe, but I've decided to keep mine at a normal size. So here comes the tricky bit for me. So this bit in the middle, if I do it that way around, so that's 5 by 7. So we're going to do the middle bit first. I think this is too small now, but it might work. So this is a piece of red mirror card. It's not cut, it's already cut, and these are, I think they're 5 by 5. I could be wrong with 5 by just 6 and 4 1/4, just over the 4 1/4. I've also picked out a holographic piece of red, just in case I decide to go with that one instead, and I've also picked out a sheet of the dotty paper from the Doodle Dots and Sketch Stripes duo pad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with these two, I think, and then I might have to get another sheet of this one out of my pad. So I'm just going to bring in my trimmer to trim this down. And this needs to be 5. I'm going to turn this over and cut from the other side. So this is a 5 by, what did I say, 7, I think. So it needs to be 2 notches under the 7. Yep. so 2 notches under the 5. I keep forgetting about taking the 2 notches off, so you get a white border on that card, on the card. That's not a problem. So I'm just going to put that over there so that fit. You could do it a bit smaller if you wanted to and make the front of the card, so this bit here is not 5, so that should be, so what did I say, it was 7, so it'd be a 2 notch. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 2 notches under the 6, to be honest. Yeah. So then that will sit above that border there, and then I'll do a border strip to go along there. Just bear with me 2 seconds because my phone just went. Okay, sorry about that. And then this is 1 inch by 7, so I need 2 strips, so 2 notches under the 7 again, and then 2 notches under the 1, so sorry, my phone. Okay, I'm back. So now we need this one, the bit in the middle here, to be 2 notches under the 6 and 2 notches under the 1. So I'm hoping this is going to be big enough. Yep. So I'm just going to take this down to 2 notches under the 6 first. And then I'm going to cut this one. Let me just turn this over. The 2 notches under the 1, and I'm just going to take that down there just so it doesn't move when I place this down. So that's that bit done. So that's for that side. And I need another bit, same again, 2 notches under the 1, and then that's for the opposite side. That's for that side, that's for the bottom. And then I'm going to need paper, so I'm going to go with this one at the moment. So this is going to be on the top in the middle here. So this one is going to be, what did I say that one was? Let me just have a check. So it was 5 wide by about 6 high, so this one needs to be 4 notches under the 5 and 4 notches under the 6, which will then go on the top of that one, like so. And then these bits here, so this one is the 7, which is the bottom bit, so this one needs to be 4 notches under the 7, so I need to open this, 4 notches under the 7, and then I think it was 1 inch wide, so it needs to be 4 notches under the 1, and what I've done with that bit of masking tape, I don't know. So I'm just going to place another bit of masking tape on here. So to go 4 notches, and that should cut out that bit, which it has perfectly. So I might go the stripy side, on this one. So that would be there. And then this one, I need it to be 4 notches under the 6, and then 4 notches under the 1 again. Just lining that up. Place my masking tape down, and then we have that bit. perfect. And then again 4 notches under, oops, 4 notches under the one again, stick it down so it doesn't move about, and then peel back that, and that's for that side. So that should be all the cutting for now. So I didn't actually need another sheet of paper out there, which is pretty cool. And there we go, put that down there for the time being, and then we're going to come in, or I'm going to come in and I'm going to assemble this together. So I'm just going to come in with this one. So I'm coming in with my all-purpose, like so, and I'm going to try a bit of tape runner, these dotted tape runner, which is a easy runner, and then put these ones, oops, put this onto the front of this bit. Hopefully it doesn't move around too much. So that is that bit done. And then with these side bits and the bottom bit, I've decided I'm going to come in with it that way around. I'm just going to put a little bit of this down the middle. And a bit of this on the edges of this one, like that. Just going to turn that around so I can get this stuck on here, hopefully. Oops. Hopefully it goes on straight. There we go. So that's that bit. And the same with this one. Just going to put a bit of these on the edges. And then a bit of my all-purpose, dropping it, and a bit of my all-purpose down the centre. And this bit I might add a bit of ribbon to this front bit. So that's going to sit on there just for the minute. Then we'll do this one. Oh, I wasn't meant to put it on that bit first. But I'm going to have to do it that way now. Oh, I didn't put the glue on this one, but still move over a little bit, hopefully. And then a bit of glue on a bit of this. Oops. I'm going to try it without the glue, to be honest. There we go. That bit goes on there. Could have done with going over slightly. Might be able to pick it up. It's only tacked in that corner. Tape runner. Just so I can move it over. Just a tad. So it's a bit more even. Like so. So I'm just going to do this one, make sure I've got the right ones for the right side. Oops, I'm just going to use the tape runner on these, just because the glue seems to be taking the shine off of my holographic card, because it's not Hunkydory, so it keeps taking the shine off. So I'm just going to put that there for the minute. This one I'm going to put it on with my all-purpose glue just on there, and I'm going to have to get my pin out of my tacky, put my tacky glue in these 4 corners, like so, and this one is going to go just on the front of this one. Oops. Give it a good push down. Just move that over to the side for the minute, and then on this one I'm going to place a bit of ribbon, but working out what colour ribbon is going to go. See, that glue has taken off my shine on the mirror on that. I don't want to go with red because there's red in there. And because it's for a male, might go with this blue, royal blue that I've got here. Need my scissors. I'm not sure how big a bit I need. That should be enough. Might be too fat. Let me have a look. I've got some thinner blue, but I don't know whether it's going to work. The blue now might have to be red, but I don't think the red's going to show up that much on here, to be honest. Yeah, that's going to work actually. This thinner bit, I think. Snip that off. I can use that bit of blue ribbon on a different card at a later date, so I'll just hang that on here for now. Hopefully it doesn't go down the back of my desk. I'm just going to get some red liner tape, because this is the best thing to use for putting the ribbons onto here. You don't need a lot, you just need a little bit to go in each corner or each side of where the ribbon is going to go, without sticking it to everything else that's on my desk. Just roll that back up. A little bit on this, on this side, which I can cut off anyway. I went a bit over the edge on that one. I'll just cut that bit off. See if I can get it off my messy mat. So I'm just going to get my burnishing tool just to burnish that down. And hopefully this hasn't made a mess of my front of my card. Need my pokey tool to get the backings off. No, I've done it with that. The thing with this backing, it clings to my fingers. I'm going to use the pokey tool on this side to pull that off. That one went, I don't know where that one went. Oh, this is stuck to my mat now. As you can see on my mat, it's pulled off this shine on here, but I can cover that over with something when I've put it onto my card. With its, cover it over with its sentiment. I'm just going to place that on there. Don't pull the cord, or the ribbon, sorry, too tight when you're doing it across there, because you don't want the card to bend that much. And then just place that down there, that should be fine. And then, because it is the glue is taking that off, I'm going to come in with my trusty runner, tape runner. And before I go and do that, I'm going to have to put this down. I might have to open this up a little bit so that I can stick. I want to get. Let me just move my little man out of the way. Just move my glue pot, because I don't want to get the red from my mat onto this, because it's gone in a right mess, and that's just going to place on the bottom there, and hopefully this is stuck down okay, and then hopefully it will stand up. So I'm just going to get a cloth to wipe this red residue when I can get to my wipes. I lost them. Put things in awkward places sometimes. Can't get to everything. Just going to give that a bit of a wipe down, because I don't want it transferring onto the back of my card. Just going to give that a bit. Hopefully that should be alright. Put them over there. And then I'm just going to go in these corners a little bit, because it's coming unstuck in these two corners for some reason. Hopefully that'll stick it down now. Just going to burnish that back up a little bit, and hopefully it should stand up. It shouldn't be bent there, but that was my mistake when I was making the card. But as I say, this is my first attempt at making a card like this, so I'm impressed with how it's turned out, to be honest. Then that's going to go on there, but obviously I need to trim this down just a tad, because he's a little bit big. So he is, I'm going to trim him down to about 5.5. I'm going to go in to 5 3/4 actually. Just take the nib off of there, because I want to try and make it a bit even all the way around. So I'm just going to take this in so that that again I take just off an inch, millimetre rather. Then we'll have a look to see how that looks. So about there. So normally with these I just trim it until I think it's in the right place, which maybe another nib off each side. So that he fits on there a bit better, like so. But I'm also going to come in with a piece of this gold mirror, not gold mirror, sorry, my metallic, or my, not metallic, my gold. So I'm going to do this red, not gold, it's red mirror. So I'm just going to take that down. This side doesn't really matter because it is, let me just put this on here so that I can get a feel. It doesn't need to be trimmed the other way, it just needs to be trimmed this way. Get down another notch, let's have a look. That should be enough, I think. Yeah, that is fine. So that is that bit. Okay. So for this, I'm just going to throw my bits away. So I'm going to stick him down normally, flat. And I'm going to use a bit of my runner tape. Just on them four corners. And hopefully place him down without too much of a hindrance. So. He's going to be foam pad up. What I'm going to do on him, I think, is I'm going to use a couple of pieces of this. So I just need these scissors, cheap scissors from the works. £1, I think, for a pair of scissors, or £2, something like that. Another bit on there. Because I find this foam pad reels very, very sticky and hard to like cut, really. So it might be a little bit big. Just going to place that down on there like so. Might stick another couple of bits just in between them two, just for a bit more stability. So one of these days I'm going to do this and I'm going to smack myself in the face. Another bit in there, that should be fine. Should be sturdy enough to hold him in place. So I'm just going to pull these off. Oops, that bit didn't come off very well on that side. Let's go in this way. Take you off, there we go. Just going to put a little bit of tacky glue on the back of these. Just so I've got a little bit of wriggle time. Give it a little bit of a wriggle around if I'm not got it smack bang where I want it to be. So then here he comes on here. Like so. So you could just leave that card like that if you really wanted to. You don't have to really put anything else on it, but this one I've decided I'm going to layer it up. So there, my two layers, hopefully that doesn't stick on there. I'm just going to bring this pad in just for a minute while I do these. I'm not going to use that one on here. What I'm going to do is, hopefully these strips will work on here today. Trying to get two off together. They're not very fat, but they do work. Very fine these are, and these are from Amazon. They do the job. I mostly use them on sentiments, to be fair, because thin borders or something like that, I don't tend to use them on this kind of you know, toppers. They're not the best. But I needed some foam strips and saw these ones and thought, oh yeah, they'll look alright, I'll get them. And then when I got them, they were skinnier than what I thought they were going to be, but there you go. So I'm just going to place a few more in this bit here, just to give it a bit of stability when he's resting on the top of that one. I do think I prefer the Hunkydory strips, to be honest, because they work a lot better. While I'm at it, I'm going to stick the other one down with the same thing, hopefully. and stick some down there. In the centre. So it's up to you if you put loads on or little, not as many. So hopefully that should give it enough stability. Just going to have a swig of my coffee that my husband's just brought in, because every time he brings me a cup of coffee in, I'm always letting them go cold because I'm always busy doing this kind of thing. And this card is taking me a little bit longer to do because I've never made a stepper card before, so I'm just going to take out these, or I mean take off these backings if they come off. So in one of my later videos, or recent videos, I was on, I said I was on holiday, and it's coming to the end of my holiday now, so I'm back to work the day after tomorrow. Not looking forward to going back to work, and who does when they've had a week off? But I've only got 4 weeks to go and then I'm on holiday again for a week, so, and then back again for, I don't know how many weeks I'm back, but then I'm off again the beginning of April, around about the 9th of April for 3 days holiday, because I'm lucky enough to go and see James Blunt with my mum and my brother, so I'm looking forward to that. So I've got 3 days holiday booked for that. So yeah, I saw him about 2 years ago, I think, from my 50th birthday present from my brother, and I think it was my 50th. No, it wasn't my 50th. Yeah, it could have been my 50th. So that's just going to go on the top there, like so. Yeah, it was my 50th, 2 years ago. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So he's touring again, so yeah, something to look forward to in April. The last time I went was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago today. The first time I went to see him. So back to this card. So now I'm just putting on the final top layer. On here. Just going to turn that over. If I hadn't gone in with doing it like this, this would have been a quicker card. I think I've done that a little bit wrong somehow. I don't know how I managed to do that. It wasn't supposed to be. Oops. Oh, it's because I've cut that other one down. So, might have to cut this one a little bit. I forgot about that. This ain't going to work now because I cut the other bottom layer down. That's why it's not tallying up. Don't know whether I'm going to get it to tally up now. It's going to come in this side, cut a little bit off of there. Hopefully that might work now. Oops. No, because the other one at the bottom here has not gone on properly either. I don't know if I can pull him off. No, I can't pull him off. So this one's not going to work now. What I might do is just going to place him down, but it's not going to work because he's a bit long. Yeah, it's going to be overhanging a little bit, but I forgot that I needed to trim them two down as well a little bit. That's another error on my part, but still see the foam pads on there, but it's not going to matter too much when it's standing up. Don't think it looks too bad, to be fair. And then, yeah, because I needed to move that slightly that way, and that needed to be, it's still the same size, but I don't think I got him in the right place. But that will do for that one. Just going to get a sentiment for that one, which is going to be, I'm not sure if it's this one. I've seen the dad in it, or I've done my dad's Father's Day card, so this will be his birthday card, which his birthday is in April. So I'm going to look to see if I've got a red one. Her dad, I've got the white one, a grey one, green one, dark blue. There's always a colour that you haven't got. I haven't got a red one, I'll have to go in with the black one. To a dad. Can't actually read what that says. I'll have to read it on a lighter one. It's too dark to read, that's too dark to read. To a dad that is one of a kind. So I'm probably going to have to go in with that. Well, I could go in with the blue, because it's got blue on his trousers, and that'll cover up that down there. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. Looks quite good, to be fair. I'm just going to put some foam pads on this one. And then this card will be done. No gems are going on this one. Place that on there, and there we have my very first stepper card. It's not sitting very flat for some reason, but it's my first attempt at a stepper card, so I'm quite happy with it and how it's turned out. So yeah, a bit more practice and I'll probably get it, because I think the reason why it's doing that is because I've got that bend, that fold there, so otherwise it would sit normally, and maybe if I was not rushing it so much it would come out a little bit better. But that is, I was going to do 2 cards, but this one's gone on for quite a long time, so I'll come back with the other card that I was going to do on my next video with this pad, and then that'll be it for this pad, I think. So yeah, there'll be a smaller card. I was going to do a similar card to this one, but I think it's going to be just a normal straightforward design. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and thank you to all my subscribers out there. I really do appreciate all the support that you give me. It does mean the world that you support my channel and that you like what I do, you're liking what I'm doing. So until the next time, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.